Which country consumes the most coffee per person? Italy? Colombia? Somewhere else? I'm Mark Ellison, and on 5 daily trivia questions, I deliver fascinating facts and surprising statistics every weekday. Whether you're a history buff, science geek, or pop culture fanatic, there's something for everyone. 5 daily trivia questions, and the biggest coffee drinkers, it's Finland, with the average Finn consuming over 26 pounds of coffee annually. 5 daily trivia questions.
Hey folks, Garrett Fisher here. I need to tell you about this absolutely mind-blowing podcast, Acting President, that's been keeping me up at night. It's about James Bennett, a former governor starring in a hit Sunday night TV show about overthrowing the government, and then his actual former chief of staff approaches him to do it for real. The line between fiction and reality completely disappears when these course correction rallies start popping up everywhere. Is it brilliant marketing or something more sinister? The parallels are insane. Trust me, this is the political thriller you didn't know you needed in your life. Acting President, available now wherever you find podcasts.
Feeling overwhelmed by negative news? 5 Good News Stories is your daily dose of what's going right in the world. Like the 103-year-old granny who got caught speeding in her sports car because she was living life to the fullest, or the family who found their missing cat after 3 years when it showed up at their vacation rental. Remember Flop the penguin's incredible comeback after his injury? And that guy who broke the world record for most high fives in 24 hours while raising money for charity? These are the stories that remind us the world is still full of wonder and joy. 5 Good News Stories. Pure positivity 3 times a week. 5 Good News Stories, available wherever you get your podcasts. 5 Good News Stories.
White smoke from the Sistine Chapel's chimney has billowed into the sky, prompting waves of cheers in St. Peter's Square and signalling to the world that the 267th Pope has been determined. White smoke poured from the chimney as bells pealed from the towering basilica, confirming that the 133 cardinal electors who had been sequestered inside since Wednesday had reached a 2/3 majority decision on who will succeed Pope Francis, who died in April. Rapturous applause, yelling, and plenty of tears filled St. Peter's Square at the sign of white smoke. "I'm so happy. It's so incredible to be here at this moment," said Roseleia Cordeiro, 42, from Brazil, weeping while embracing a group of friends. The atmosphere in the square transformed from solemn anticipation to a party of thousands. More flags appeared: South Korean, Indian, Lebanese, Polish and Romanian. People posed for selfies, their "I was there" moment, while a clergyman draped in the Brazilian flag was hoisted onto someone's shoulders, making peace signs with outstretched arms. Inside the Vatican's cloistered halls, the new pope was being prepared to adopt his papal name, which can indicate what type of pontiff he intends to be. The tradition of selecting a name dates to 533, with popes often honouring a saint or past pope they admire. Meanwhile, the crowd's attention turned from the chimney to the loggia, the balcony where the new pope's name would be announced. The roof terraces of the Apostolic Palace filled with Vatican staff who came out to witness this historic moment. According to Vatican procedure, the new pope was asked, "Do you accept your canonical election as Supreme Pontiff?" After accepting, he chose his papal name, documents were notarized, and he assumed complete control over the Universal Church. He was then ushered to the Room of Tears, near the Sistine Chapel, where he donned the white papal cassock for the first time. Soon, Cardinal Dominique Mamberti, the senior cardinal deacon, would appear on the balcony overlooking the square to announce, "Habemus Papam, we have a pope." The conclave reached its decision after being in session for a little more than 24 hours, continuing the recent trend of papal elections lasting 2 to 3 days. The new pontiff will confront difficult decisions about the Church's future direction, whether to continue Francis's agenda of greater inclusion and openness to change, or forge a different path. As the sun set behind St. Peter's Basilica and an evening chill descended, the atmosphere in the square resembled the moments before a pop star concert. A band played while everyone watched themselves on giant television screens, cameras ready for the moment the new pope would emerge to give the apostolic blessing Urbi et Orbi from the loggia of St. Peter's Basilica. After this historic announcement, the new pontiff will hold a ceremonial mass roughly 1 week later. We will have more bonus episodes as events develop.
In Washington, D.C., power flows through information. But what happens when the most sensitive military intelligence in the world ends up on the wrong phone? In the halls of power, a national security advisor makes a fatal miscalculation. On the other side of the world, a special forces team walks into a perfectly orchestrated trap. When the dust settles, 4 American soldiers are dead, 3 more captured. And the most catastrophic intelligence breach in modern history is just beginning to unravel. Signal Lost, a 6-part podcast thriller about betrayal, courage, and the devastating consequences of a world where even our most guarded communications are never truly secure. When everyone is listening, nowhere is safe. Signal Lost. Available wherever you get your podcasts.